So once you've got your setup ready, the next step is to go through your questionnaire. You get to the questionnaire by selecting or clicking on the Run Jacara button. Depending on the speed of your internet, this questionnaire will either pop up quickly or slowly. Oh yeah, so once you've got your questionnaire, you want to just go through your various options. So metering, if we work with smart grid, you would typically have a prepaid or electronic meter. You can leave it on disk, the smart grid will still apply, but it's simpler just to put it on electronic or prepaid. You will see once you do select them, the electronic or prepaid option, your grid tie option for SMA and Fronius has disappeared. So you can't do a grid tie on this option. The current AC distribution. So this question relates to which inverter would you like. So single phase, if you have a single phase AC distribution, you'll get one single phase inverter. 3-phase, you'll get one or multiple single phase three-phase inverters, depending on the size of your installation. Or if you unbalance 3-phase, then you will get single phase inverters, basically adjusting its power output to the consumption on that phase. So in this case, I'm going to keep it simple and say we're going for a single phase option. Weather data, South Africa, Cape Town, and then grid tie. I'm going to guess you're going to select our monitoring as online. Okay. Again, the margin slider is available. If you guys want to give somebody some discount, you slide it to the negative side, and if you take it to the plus side, you're going to make some extra margin. So I normally keep it on 0, and then you're going to be competitive. So on the larger projects, you might want to take it to that side, to the negative side. Okay. Then I'm going to select the smart grid. Once we're through with the questionnaire, you select the smart grid option. You'll see immediately the ESS also becomes available, which we're not going to do right now. Okay, then very simple, we're just going to step through the questionnaire. The PV modules, I'm going to select the first module on the list is a Canadian Solar 270 watts, a 60 cell module. Size inverters for actual power. Again, as I mentioned earlier with the grid tie options, actual power is going to run a calculation on the solar panels, direction, orientation, weather data, takes all of that into account, and it looks at what the panels are actually going to produce and then sizes your inverter for that. If you say rated power, it's simply going to take the wattage of the solar module multiplied the rated wattage of the solar panels multiplied by the number of panels, and it's going to give you an inverter according to that. So I prefer the actual power, then it gives you a little bit of room to wiggle. Okay, distance from PV modules to grid inverter, I'm just going to say 25 meter cable run. The second question, inverter to DB board cable run, so let's do a 10 meter run. 2 free DIN rail slots, so there I'm going to say yes, we can install the energy meter inside the DB board, so we don't need to get an external DB plus an extra cable. Registration, in this case we're going to have to register the system with the City of Cape Town. As other municipalities require registration, we'll add them to the list of options there, but at the moment it's just COCT. Bump grid inverter, I think let's do the bump grid inverter function in this case. So I'm going to say bump grid inverter by 1. So if a 3 kilowatt inverter was the inverter of choice, I'm going to bump it up by 1, so we'll get the next size up. So let's see what we get. Okay, so Jacara comes back with a recommendation of 4 panels. I'm going to add an array. Because 4's such a small system, I'm just going to add 2 on, go for 6 panels. The mounting type, I'm going to use a tile roof. Orientation, I'm going to keep it north, and elevation, let's go for 30 degrees. This would obviously correlate to the specific roof that you're planning on mounting. If you've got multiple roofs that you want to mount on, you want to maybe mount one array on the north roof and one array on the east roof, then you just say add an array, and you can basically select direction and panel count, etc. on that array. Alright, I'm going to delete the second array for this one. Alright, it's as simple as that. Once you're done with that, you're going to hit save, and then we're going to get the report.